Hey everybody.
Hello,
Hello,
everybody.
hello. And I'm going to beat Bar Run Forge to it. Howdy.
Hello, everybody.
Hi,
Good
Anna.
evening. I had to look at the time. I'm like, what time is it? Not that we go on live at a certain time. But anyways, hello, everybody.
Thank you all for being here.
So Anna says, I'll get my coffee and see you soon. So Anna, I'm with you. I have my coffee in here. Abby came in. Abby, Life on the Farm came in. So hello.
Abby's been coming in on a regular basis now.
Yes, yeah.
Thanks for joining us, Abby.
Yeah, thank you, Abby. And for a day, Anna's been on here too. Very consistent. So thank you. We really appreciate it.
I know I see like Teen Homesteader and some new homesteading channels, or just people that are getting into homesteading. I actually had the opportunity to talk to a gentleman who lives across the street from us. He has about 40 acres and an apple grove in the middle of that, or I'm sorry, an apple orchard. And he's been talking about his kids moving out to the property, which would be his daughter and son-in-law. And I was talking to him today, and they want to get into the homesteading lifestyle. And they've been doing research and learning. So that's a part of what we like to do here, is encourage and inform. If there's any questions you have, feel free to ask. Not that we know all the answers. Hey, Bryce, welcome back.
Hello.
Good to see you on again.
Mm-hmm.
So with that in mind, if you guys ever have any questions or certain topics, we're not really tied down on a lot of these live streams. We do plan on doing a magazine giveaway.
Yeah, we got quite a bit too.
We got some neat magazines, and we like to give them out. A lot of these magazines too are like this one. They do an annual edition, and this one is about poultry. So this one's all about chickens. And I've been looking through some of the magazines that we got here, and I think if I was going to pick one, if I was the winner, I think I'd pick that Hobby Farms one.
I actually pulled a few out of your pile. Well, these are going to stay with me.
Got that one. Got the Backyard Chickens. So this is actually. You have to read
it because it's backwards for them.
Can you guys read that? If you can read that, put a 1 in there in the chat. If you cannot read it, put a 0.
Well, I think that most people can read it backwards.
Yeah, but I'm saying, is it set up the right? Is it orientated correctly for you guys? I think it flips it on their end. I think it makes it look. So yeah, he said it was orientated correct. Thanks, Bryce.
Yeah, thank you, Bryce.
I always wondered that. So when we're looking at it, it's all backwards. Right on. Good to know.
It shows up correctly, yeah. Well, thank you, Bryce. Yeah, so we're excited for the giveaway. We were talking about questions. Lots of good. Yeah, I agree. 4 Days said lots of good magazines out there. Yes, yes, one. So we were looking at different questions to ask for these giveaway, and it was kind of neat trying to brainstorm ideas on what we could ask. So
yeah, we got a little trivia to do. We'll get to that a little later, but yeah, it's been an eventful week. Feels like we've been out of town a lot this week. We spent a lot of time on the road. So actually, Sunday night when we got off the live stream, I got a notification from eBay, and I had been watching this wood stove, and I put a little favorite on there so it would follow it and give me any updates, notifications. So I did that earlier in the week, and there was still like a week left. So this would be like 2 weeks from today. So last week after the live stream, I got a notification and it said there's 15 minutes left on the wood stove that you had favorited or whatever you marked it. So I got a notification and we talked about it and we did some searches. I have been searching for a wood stove for about 7 months now. So when we set up our house, when we get it all finished out, we definitely want to have a wood stove. We really favor the affordable heat. You know, it's a solid heat source. You know, we don't have to worry about electric going out or propane or natural gas or anything like that.
Now we've been blessed too. A lot of our neighbors are like giving wood away to us. Like, here, do you want wood? Like, please take it.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a bunch of trees around us, and they're all made out of wood, every single one of them. So when they decide to cut them down, a lot of times they'll ask us, you know, do you want the wood? And a lot of people, believe it or not, have gone away from the wood stoves. And I know that there's issues with some insurance companies on the wood stoves where they won't insure your house if it doesn't have a certain type of wood stove. Or a lot of insurance companies won't even oh, I thought that was this one. You mentioned backwoods home. I remember when we were sorting through what we had, there's one called the Backwoodsman.
Yeah, I'm trying to see which one it was.
Backwoods home. Huh, that sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, isn't that the one right there?
No, I don't have backwoods home.
We don't.
I remember, like I said, I remember see that. So we have
I have to look into that one though.
We have quite a few selections for you guys to choose from. But let me get back to the wood stove. So I got a notification last Sunday night, and then we talked about it, and we were like, all right, this thing's gonna end. We double checked, you know, what's available locally. We're still not finding anything. And we checked and compared new prices and compared to what it was listed for on eBay. So that equivalent, we were finding right around $1,500. So $1,500.
Dollars funny.
Dollars.
So it's interesting because, okay, here is the honest truth. What happened? So Paul was looking at this stove and he was like, summer's coming. I want to start looking into a stove. And I'm like, that's interesting. Okay, carry on. Keep telling me. And so he told me he wanted to buy one. And I thought it was more like just general looking and not really like really purchasing one. It's more like browsing. And then he found this one and I was like, no bueno. A lot of it was because on the online, you really can't like touch it. You can't really inspect it is the word. Really can't expect it. And, you know, it was expensive for me to purchase on unseen, sight unseen. Oh, Jason came in. Hello, Jason.
Hi, Jason Avers.
And so I was like, no. And so I gave him a lot of hassle. And I'm like, why don't we just buy one at Roll King? Like, why do you want to put a bid? And he's like, do you know how much these cost? And so I Googled. And then I found out how much stuff cost on wood stove. And I'm like, okay, go ahead and put your bid and see how that goes. So how did it go, though?
Yeah, so it was actually the location was 2 hours from us, so we already knew that going into it. So we had to consider, you know, we're gonna have to drive 2 hours to pick it up and then drive 2 hours back. And we had that in mind. That was a factor. The other factor was there was like a buy it now price, which was $400. But the current bid, where they started the bidding off, was $170. So we kept adding, you know, we add $20, and it kept saying reserve not met, reserve not met. Well, we got into like the last 3 minutes of the auction, and we were like right around $300, and it still said reserve not met. And we're like, I mean, we were willing to pay the $400 for it, but we were still like, wow, what did they set the reserve at? So we inched up and inched up and inched up, and finally at $325, we're like, okay, it says you are the highest bidder. So then, you know, this was in like the last few minutes of the auction going on. And then I was like, you know, I don't want to lose it by like $10 where somebody just walks in and is like, oh yeah, I'm going to take it. And then they just outbid it by $1 or $2. So then I added a little bit more to it. I think I went up to like $350, but nobody else ever jumped on. So we ended up winning the bid for $325, and we got this wood stove. And so the very next day, we went out to a place called Harrodsburg, which it's about a half an hour north of Campbellsville. That would be the largest little town in that area, and in Kentucky. And we picked it up, and we're really happy with it. It was kind of weird. We only have one trailer, and it's a 30-foot trailer. So when I talked to the guy to make preparations to pick it up, he said, make sure you bring a trailer. Well, one of the problems with that is we only have one trailer.
And it's enormous.
Yeah, it's actually made to be a car trailer, so it's for hauling cars around. And that's what we picked it up with, so that we didn't have to lift it up into the bed of the truck. So the wood stove probably weighs 450 pounds. It's a beast.
Yeah, so they didn't want to pick it up and put it into the truck because it was so heavy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny because when I saw it, I was still kind of like, I hope we made the right decision here. And if any of you guys have seen the Lego movie, I don't know if you remember Bad Cop, and he's like, I believe you. And he's like, do you see the quotations I'm making with my clawed hands? That means I don't believe you. We say it all the time, but we're being sarcastic. So I saw the stove and I was like, I don't like it, Paul. I don't like it at all. Which is another way of saying I like the stove. I'm really excited. It is beautiful. It is heavy duty, very thick iron. Or is that iron?
Yeah.
And so it was nice for me because then Paul got excited to install the stove. Then in order to install the stove, we had to start working on the house. And so that got that ball rolling. So I'm very excited. Funny story for you guys. We were looking at boiling water on top. I was doing research because I know that the wood stoves take a lot of moisture out. So there needs to be some kind of water boiling to help with the humidity. So I've been looking at different pots and things to put on top, just decorative. And I found one that I really want, but it's not going to work. I found one. I forgot the brand of it right now, but it looks like a little cauldron. Oh my goodness. I love cauldrons. And I can't use a real cast iron because cast iron, I already know is not, you can't boil water in it, especially for long periods of time, just because it rusts. I was going to say corrodes, but I'm like, I don't think that's the right word. And this one has enamel, but it has like super long legs. And so Paul's like, it's not going to work because it's not touching, but I'm trying to convince Paul that we should still buy it because it is so cool. It's this enamel cauldron. It is so cool.
No.
So going back over here though, really quick. So for day, Anna was saying that the backwoods home had been going on and then they stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Stop
the print, but now it's back in print.
I'm like, oh my goodness, I lost my place. There it is. So it's back in print. And then Jason was saying, yay, he caught us on our live stream. So thank you. And then let's see what else Jason said. I want to get a decent range of foods. They can get expensive. I agree, Jason. So when Paul was showing me that stuff, I was like, like I said. And then I saw the prices on those things. And I'm like, go ahead, Paul. And I was not disappointed.
Yeah, this one you could cook on. It's not like a designated, it's more of a heating stove, but it definitely has the dual functionality where you can use it to heat stuff up. Heat like a pot up if you wanted to, or a pan, whatever it might be. We did go over to the Andersons' homestead, and they had, I think it was called like the Little Princess or Princess.
Pioneer Princess.
Pioneer Princess. It's a Amish built?
I think so.
I don't know. The majority of the Amish people have this particular type of stove, and it's like a heating / cooking stove. I believe that's what Jason's talking about, but yeah, under $400, $325, and then we did have to pay taxes for whatever reason. I wasn't expecting that, but that was like another $24 or something. I think that's because it was in state. I I've never had to pay taxes on anything else on eBay. I don't think. I'm gonna take a sip of your coffee here.
Good luck.
Sip.
You're gonna be up all night.
I need to wet my whistle.
So Copperhead said he was working on his high tunnel. And so you were saying it's raining, so it's nice you're able to still work even though it's raining. It's been off and on and raining, and it hasn't been very steady here.
And it hasn't really been raining. Like, it might have been considered rain for about 5 minutes, and that was like a half hour ago. We're not really getting any rain. It's just kind of drizzles, kind of misty, but nothing solid.
Yeah, so Paul's been squirreling up some wood, and we're excited because we'll be able to use it pretty soon here on the.
Yep. Now we just got to get our house all put back together like Humpty Dumpty. It's all tore up.
So our Backwoods Homestead came in. So hello, and so did Billy. Hello, Billy, or William Conrad.
Hey, that's my dad.
Demolition. Yes.
Very exciting.
We've done so much on there. I am like ecstatic. Like as we're working on it, I'm like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Yeah, we actually were in the middle of renovating this, Dad, and we came to a revelation. We thought about a very interesting factoid, and that is you, my dad, William Conrad, you have spent more time living in that house than we have.
It's true.
So my dad's come and visited us twice on 2 different occasions, which is what twice would mean.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks at a time, both times. So he's actually lived in there for over a month. I believe last time he stayed for like 16 or 17 days. But yeah, he's lived in there more than we have. So we've actually never even spent the night in there.
Sorry.
We've always stayed in the camper, and it's kind of weird if you think about it.
Yeah, it is.
He says, let's keep it that way. Well.
So Anne was saying up there, buy a trivet, is that what she wrote, to have on it, and use a Dutch oven for soup, stews, and baking. So and the Dutch oven, I agree. Actually, I did start looking at them because I was looking at different things to add on top for the moisture, and it was saying that if you get smaller ones, you have to add the water. So I was looking at a Dutch oven to keep on there at all times and just have water boiling. So that little cauldron that I was telling you is almost like a Dutch oven, but on legs. But unfortunately, it won't work, Paul says. But I am looking at Dutch ovens. The trivet, I'm trying to remember if that's the one that is like a Dutch oven with a net thing looking on top to help with the moisture. Is that what that is, Anne? And then let me see what else. Copperhead asked if we got the Pioneer Princess. No, so ours is just a wood stove.
Yeah, it's just a wood stove.
Yeah, the Pioneer Princess is a beast, and if you were to get a Pioneer Princess for $400, that's like robbery, because that would be insane. That thing would be a beast. Like it's.
I think the Andersons said they paid like $1,500 for theirs.
And that was like a steal.
Yeah, that was a used one. I think used they were like $3,000. But yeah, the wood stove is really wide. Too bad we're not running StreamYard so we could show you some photos of it. But
we'll have to show pictures and stuff, especially when we install it.
We'll bring out a video with it in there and just show it as part of one of the videos. So that's what we did Monday. Monday we were on the road all day, and because we were in the area, we stopped by and visited one of our new friends that we met recently, and that is Red Silo Homestead.
Yeah.
So we got to stop over there, and visit them. They came and visited us. When did they visit us? Like 2 weeks ago?
No, it's actually probably more than that.
3 weeks ago? Yeah, so Red Silo, Darren and Justine came over and they visited us. And then we were able to go out and check out their place. We're kind of rushed because we didn't have a whole lot of time because we set a 6 o'clock appointment with the wood stove guy, and we had to get out of there at a certain time, but it was still fun.
I'm working on a video on our visit. So don't give out too much information. But I was excited because I was able to do all kinds of recording. And I thought about posting that video today, and it was 12 o'clock, and I still had to do some editing. And I was like, this video is going to have to wait because it was too late.
But that'll be the next video to come out.
Yeah.
Will be our visit to the Red Silo Homestead. And actually, yeah, it has some of them visiting us.
Yeah, and some other information.
And some other stuff about other things.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys will like it. Hopefully you'll laugh because I sat there laughing. But I laugh. I'm easily amused. Do you want to do a trivia question?
Yeah, let's do our first trivia. So our first 2 trivia questions. Let's show the people what you may win. Now we have a couple of prizes here, and we're not doing this for any particular reason. We did recently go over 500 subscribers, and I know a lot of people would do like a giveaway that way, but we got a hold of these magazines, so we figured we'd give some out because we got more than we could ever need. So let me show you a couple of your options here.
And most of those are April and May of this year.
I'm trying to pick out, so I just have one. Now, keep in mind, if you like one in particular, I do have a couple copies. What were we going to do on this? Just hold these?
It's up to you.
Okay. All right. So here's the 3 titles that we have. And as you win them, as people get the correct answers, what we'll do is we will allow you to pick what you want.
Yeah.
So this one is like a guide. It's in magazine form, but it's all about backyard chickens. And then the Backwoodsman, and that has like it's kind of like hunting and trapping and stuff like that. Talks about old rifles and like old nostalgic stuff, old knives. So that's number 2. Oh, that's the same one. I'm gonna throw this up there. On the theme of wood stove cooking, cast iron, and such.
I love my cast iron. Actually, Copperhead is also a lover of his cast iron.
Oh, we love cast iron. Oh. So that's another option. And the last one, and this one had a lot of information. Hobby Farms. And this is their poultry edition. So it has a lot of information about poultry, and then you can see it has some bees as well. So that's kind of what they focus on this particular edition. Talks about 20 excellent chicken breeds.
Backwoodsman said, I restore and collect cast irons. Oh, kindred spirit. Oh my goodness.
Backwoods Homestead?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I love my cast irons so much. I feel like my baby. The kids joke. They're like, you love that cast iron more than me. And I'm like, calm down. So those are your options.
Those are your options?
We have 4.
So if somebody does pick one and you want that same one.
And I think this is actually the only copy of this one.
Oh, yeah. There's only one of those. So if you really want that one, you got to get this question right. Okay, here's your first question. First trivia of the day.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, get your fingers ready. The first question of the day. You had to have watched our last video, which came out yesterday, which was titled Carpet Removal. And that was the first of our demolition, the start into home renovation. Here's your question. In the second bedroom, what did we find when we took up all the layers of flooring? What was down at the bottom there? Blue. That's funny because I automatically write blue when other people have had.
Oh, you got it.
Nice.
Yeah, a few of you guys got it.
Backwoods Homestead said newspaper. First one with newspaper.
Yeah. Oh, and Aquarius came in here.
Homestead Aquarius.
Hello, welcome.
Hardwood. That is true. There
We
was hardwood under there, but the correct answer was newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
So 4-day homestead.
No, it was backwood.
Oh, I'm sorry. Backwood Homestead. If you can let us know which magazine selection you would like,
and I have a very high-tech filing system.
We'll put your name on it,
yeah.
and then we'll send that out to you.
So I will write on here. Backwoods.
Backwoods Homestead is the first winner. Okay, so
I'll take, what does that say? BYC?
BYC? What was BYC? Oh, the backyard chicken? Is that this one? Is that the one you want? BYC? I think that would be BYC. I'm guessing. All right, so
Copperhead says, gotta go. I have to go. Ready to go. Love you guys. We'll catch you next time. So bye, Copperhead.
Bye, Daniel and family.
Yes, the chicken one. So this is the one. So I will set this aside for you.
It's okay though. So if somebody really wants that one, we got another one right here.
Yeah.
So we got a second one. Okay. So in that same line, this is actually a second part to that question. The answer for question number 1 was newspaper. So the second question is, what year was that newspaper dated? The newspaper that we found underneath the carpet, we took up some carpet and we took up some, was there linoleum in it? It was just right under the pad. Wasn't it? No, there was linoleum.
There was linoleum and then there was newspaper.
Yeah.
So you have some answers.
Ooh. Oh. William Conrad said 1955. Backwood Homestead said 1960s. And 4-day Homestead got it right with 1965. 1965 was the exact year.
Yeah. So good job, guys.
Good job, Anna.
Yeah. And then Abby did 1960. So they were all really close, though.
Yep.
They were really close, especially if you didn't catch it like right away. You're like, did he say 55 or 60? So good job, guys. So 4-day, Anna, which one of these would you like? Let us know. Yeah, we're excited. Congratulations, guys. I'm having fun giving stuff away.
Yeah. So we were actually contacted by, when we released the video, we were contacted by one of the previous people that lived in the house. And they told us why they put the newspapers down. This is not an official trivia question, but does anybody know why newspapers were placed under old flooring between the hardwood and the linoleum?
So you're saying that one was for funsies?
To keep the floor from
squeaking.
Yeah, that's exactly what they told us.
Yeah.
So they said they put that down, and it was to stop the squeaking.
Yeah, so we got vapor barrier and squeaking floors. Glue protection. Huh.
So a lot of this construction it's different from what we're experienced in the Southwest. In Arizona, first of all, you don't have that many structures that are that old. From what we understand, our house was built in the mid to late 40s. That's when the house was built. and the type of construction is very different than we would see in Arizona. So we're learning a lot, and that's one thing that we learned. What was that? Just yesterday, or yesterday, that they put down the newspapers. We thought they put it there, so if somebody found it, they'd be like, "Oh, look at this." But no, that's not what it is.
We were more sentimental, like, oh. And so, yeah, you guys, a lot of you guys said that it was for the squeaking and even like a vapor barrier. It makes sense to have it there. We're very old.
Yeah.
It's true. Jason was saying there are some very old structures in Arizona, but no one lives in those. It's so true, though.
Yeah, like caves and rock dwellings and stuff like that.
So backwoods said that they have an older house also, and their house was built in the 40s. So it was interesting because you're saying like different building, even just the way things were built back then, and then how we are accustomed to. I'm not sure if I've ever mentioned in Arizona, it's very common to have tile throughout the whole house. Like it is not uncommon to have a house full of tile. There has been bedrooms, I mean, even newer homes that just the bedrooms are carpeted, but the rest of it is tiled. And here, carpet is more popular, except for certain living spaces. So I know when we were talking about what we're going to do here in the house, I'm like, I want tile, even in the bedrooms, just that I'm accustomed to tile. I like tile. So we're still working on plans on that. But that was interesting to see different ways that they were doing it with the newspapers, and we had fun.
Yeah, one thing we were talking about kind of what we were doing with the guy at church today after church. And he was saying what somebody that he knew was doing was they would take out the wood flooring if they weren't going to use the wood flooring. And then they would put down a solid, they basically fill in underneath the house with concrete. They'd either bring like in through a window or in through a door. They'd bring the funnel from the concrete truck, and they just fill in the entire thing. So that's an option that we hadn't thought of, and that would we believe that would solve a lot of problems. Because one of the issues that we have is the moisture being trapped. There's no moisture barrier underneath the house, so that would solve a lot of problems. That would also give us a chance to, because we're opening up quite a few walls.
Your dad's leaving. Bye, Billy.
You can't leave.
He says, gotta go church tonight. Bye, Billy.
Oh, bye, Dad. See you later.
You're talking about moisture.
Yeah, so we don't have a moisture barrier under there. And another issue is if we wanted to put down tile, one of the issues with that is the floor has so much flexibility, it'll cause cracks and stuff. We'd really have to strengthen the floor, probably have to put down some type of underlayment, like a probably 3/4 plywood or something, just to stop and limit the amount of movement that's in the flooring.
Because I know, like, I've sent pictures to my sisters, my mom, and all of them are like, sister, are you going to keep the flooring? Are you going to keep the ceiling? Are you going to? And the problem is that in the video, it looks amazing. And I know even, Red Silo came in. Hello, Red Silo.
Hey, what's going on? Oh, Red Silo. Hey, that's Darren and Justine.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought that was Copperhead Road.
So we mentioned you earlier. You have to go back if you haven't seen it. Anyways.
Oh, he should be able to answer one of these questions on here.
So I forgot what I was saying. Oh, so the floor looks really nice in the video. And so when you see it, you're like, oh, wow, almost like if you see Fixer Upper, that would be like the goal, to rip that open and find that. The only problem is it's not level at all. Like, it's very wobbly just because of the moisture and things that we've never really had to struggle with, mainly the moisture. So you're walking and you're like, whoa, like it's kind of crookedy.
Yeah, and I will give some kudos to my wife at this point, because she's done a really good job of recording. Good job.
Thank you.
She's done a really good job of recording. It's easy to get caught up and get, just I'll get gung ho and like, all right, let's get this done. And then we noticed and we learned something this week that she has a pause button that none of us knew about. So we'll be working and we don't realize that, she's in the background recording and moving around back there. But sometimes she doesn't have the right angle, so she just yells, pause! And we're like, whoa, wait a minute. We're working right here. So then we all have to pause and we're like, okay. And then she gets resituated and then we can commence our work again. But yeah, that happened a couple times. But she keeps saying, you'll appreciate it later when you actually have some video footage of this. And we will. It's just a little bothersome.
Yeah, I have to be like, calm down. I'm trying to record. Stop. He's very foolish. So some things really quick. I know that Homestead Aquarius says he has to go, but he says, I have to run. I saw you on and wanted to ask you, did you folks buy a raffle ticket to help out a fellow homesteader about a month ago? I did the drawing for winners.
No, we didn't buy a raffle ticket. We donated to the Keto Homestead. We donated, but we didn't want to be a part of the raffle because we weren't like really doing it for, I believe the raffle was for some seeds. But we just made a donation and just made it an outright donation without being involved. But thanks anyways.
Red
Homestead Aquarius.
Hey there, at Homestead Aquarius. Yeah, it was them. They need to email you. Yeah, you're right. My wife just wanted to get those done without filming.
Who said it was them?
Red Silo.
Yeah,
I
it was
said,
them.
no, we need content, LOL. So, I really quick, I know Red Silo mentioned earlier about the condensation on the tile, and that's actually it's not something I've ever considered about having condensation. I can't say the dumb word.
I'd be worried about condensation on the tile with the higher humidity here. Yeah, I don't know. That is something we'll think about, as well as once you put solid concrete down, you're probably going to get the heat or cold transfer from being in contact with the floor. I mean, with the earth. So you shouldn't get the same amount of condensation where you have two extreme temperatures on either side of a surface. I think it has to be like a 30-degree difference. If you have like that's why you get condensation on your windows, because there's a greater than 30-degree difference from the outside to the inside, and then the humidity has to be at a certain level. But I think if the flooring is making direct contact with the earth, that it shouldn't be able to fluctuate and get that far out. But I could be wrong. But I mean, any input is definitely helpful.
And then Beckwood said, you're right, my wife just wants to get things done without filming. I say, no, we need content. I agree on that, because I'm constantly like, pause. I know that Homestead Aquarius was laughing. I'm like, it's so true. Because I'm like, wait. They're foolish. And then like when I was doing the filming, like, oh, wow, this is really nice. Like the editing. And I'm like, I know.
Yeah. I hate to admit it, but...
And then Homestead Aquarius says, okay, I understand. Happy accident. Then I have something for you. Oh, I feel bad though. You don't have to accept it though. I understand. I don't remember.
If it's a gift, we'll take it. Yeah.
Well, no, but if it's a raffle and people purchased it.
No, he's just saying he wants to give us a gift. We'll take a gift. We accept gifts and we give gifts. We freely give and we freely receive.
But I'm curious to know though about the raffle ticket though. Do you know what it is?
Yeah, I just told you. They had a raffle going on, and if you donated, then they entered you in the raffle.
Oh, so you had to donate.
Yeah.
Which we did.
But we just donated just to donate.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm on the right page.
Abby says she just picked her first handful of lettuce.
Oh, wow.
That's cool. We had some, what was that? They're not mustard greens, not collard greens. Man, I don't know exactly what kind of greens they are, but they made it all the way through the winter. They kind of like what collard green? Oh, chard. That's what it is. It's a type of chard, like a Swiss chard. So it made it all the way through the winter, and I was actually just out before lunch picking at some of that. So we love to pick greens from the garden, and we planted some collard greens that we got from the farmers market 2 weeks ago, and we also planted some red cabbage. That's the only thing that we really have as far as produce that we've put in the ground this season. Those two things.
So Backwoods said it's a lot of work, but worth it. I agree. Actually, I've been sore the last few days, and I was like, "Why was I sore? Like, what was I doing?" Then I realized because I'm in this position, and I don't move. I mean, yeah, there's like every so often, like, but for the most part, I'm like this the whole entire time. I'm like, "Oh, that's why I'm hurting." I've been like this for hours on end, and I tried to set up a tripod in a couple of the shots. In the upcoming films, you'll see the tripod there because it was like a thought, like maybe I can set up the tripod. But Paul and the kids were moving too much that I would like put it on there. I'm like, okay, yeah, record. Oh, now I gotta take it off because they're over there and I have to like run after them. And so it was short term.
Pause.
Yeah. Pause, wait, I gotta go there. Pause. And then Homestead Aquarius said, it's a gift. The Lord understands. Like a little happy face. That made me laugh a couple times. Speaking of mustard greens, Justine thinks she knows what the secret to seed is. LOL.
Dun, 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 dun.
And then Backwoods said, our cabbage is coming up. Do we have any cabbage? I actually have got a couple good recipes.
Yeah, we got red cabbage. That's what. Actually, it's like purple. Yeah, it's purple cabbage, not red cabbage. What am I thinking?
And who does all the editing? So the editing for the longest time was me. Before it was like I was recording and editing and then posting. And then every so often I'd be like, Paul, come in and do voiceovers for me. And then for a little bit, he took the baton and was editing and recording. And it was really nice. And then he started working. And then like the last few I've actually done just because Paul's been working.
At the funeral home.
Yeah, at the funeral home. And then
different other jobs. Like I did a paint job for like a week, painting the inside of the house.
Yeah, and so I decided to go ahead and do that. And then with the carpet one, I did the recording and the editing. A lot of it was more as a thank you to him. Even though I stand there and it's work, it's definitely not the same kind of work. And I was like, the least I can do is edit. So I've been editing the last few. But he does know how to edit. He learned. He's really good. And we have about 20 minutes next. So we should give out.
We got to get on to our trivia.
Yeah. While you're doing that, I'm reading.
Okay.
I do it with our channel and filming.
It's
time consuming. I agree. Okay. Have your email address. I'll get your email address here. Have a great day, everyone. I'm assuming he's taking off then. Have a great day, everyone. Bye, Homestead Aquarius. And yes, we'll contact with the emails and stuff.
See ya, Homestead Aquarius.
Yeah.
Team captain. All right.
Oh, do we have another one of those?
Do we have another one of what?
Those little chicken ones. Those seem to be popular.
Oh, the grit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got another grit.
We got another grit,
This is the last grit.
Dun, 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 dun. So if you guys need a refresher, we got the backyard chicken. We have the hobby farms, the backwoodsman, and the cast iron.
And cast iron southern cooking. Okay. Maybe we'll have to all right, this one's gonna be kind of tricky. So you've got to know a little bit about sheep. This is a sheep related question. What is the length of the gestation period for a sheep? So some of you will know what gestation period is, and I'll let you get a head start. Another word for gestation period is the amount of time that a sheep is pregnant.
Hello, Simply Jen.
Hey, Jen, how long are sheep pregnant? Welcome to the chat, Jen.
Yeah.
150 days. Bingo. That's it. Bryce has been sitting back there in the shadows.
Yeah.
And then he just jumps on there for a 150-day answer. Nice.
Oh, and I got yours right here. Yes, it says 4-day homestead right there. For those of you guys that are winning, please email us your guys' info so we can get those in the mail for you.
Yeah, so our email address is on our About page or About tab on YouTube. It is, actually, I'll put it right here in the thingy-ding.
And while he's doing that, Bryce, which one would you like?
Ooh, I'm not even writing. Hey, Bomber Steve just came in.
Yeah, hello, Bomber Steve. So, Bryce, we have these four options. Let us know which one you would like. We'll put our very high-tech filing system on there.
Good job, Bryce.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know this, we actually timed the breeding of our sheep, and we bred them the first week of December. So our sheep, or I should say our lambs, are due the first week of May. So 150 days or 5 months from December 1st is approximately May 1st. So we have some lambs on the way. And actually, we have a little announcement to make. We just had our first, well, actually, it wouldn't be our first ewe lamb, but this lamb that we had a lamb born this week, and this is the first lamb from sheep that we have bred. So we brought in the females, and we brought in the ram, we brought in the ewes and the ram, and we bred them in December, and we got our first lamb. So that was awesome. It's not the first lamb that we've had on the homestead total. So we've had lambs before that were bred before we bought them. So some of you may be saying, wait a minute, I know that you've had that you've shown video with lambs on them. Well, that's the reason why. So all the lambs up until this point have been lambs that were already bred before we got them. But this was the first successful homebred lamb. So this one is a special one. Mm-hmm. We'll have to do a video on that one.
So really quick, Bryce, I do have your name on the Backwoods Mint. So got that one for you. And the other one was Anne. And then Backwoods Homestead.
Thanks, Ritzilo. Mm-hmm. We're getting some congratulations.
Yeah, and congratulations to the winners too. For those of you guys that have been winning. And then thank you for the congrats on our little animal.
Okay, so this is this next question is right along the lines of the lambs. How many lambs do we currently have? So you know that we just had one. So you would have to know how many we had before the one that we just had this week. How many lambs do we currently have on the homestead? And no, we haven't eaten any without telling you about them.
So we still have the 4. We actually do have another copy. I checked
of
the Backwoodsman. We have another copy.
Oh, and we have another one of those. Sweet.
Yeah, so
Nobody's choosing the hobby farms. I thought you guys would like this one.
We actually don't have any guests. So how many
lambs do we currently have on the homestead? You guys just throw out some numbers. It's a single digit.
Yeah.
It's between 0 and 9. 3 is very close. 3 is very close. See who gets first. We're getting our sheep in December. Oh, sweet.
Yeah, that is.
That's awesome, Jen. I know that you had talked about it. That's why I asked you the question right when you walked in the door. So now you know. You answered, I believe, 120 days.
No, that was Bryce said, and she said 3 months.
Oh, she said 3 months, which is 90 days.
So no more guesses other than red silo on the little U's, on the how many we have.
What's wrong? You guys don't like our questions? Like, how do we know? We're not keeping track of your dang lambs.
We have 4 magazines still to pick from.
Then 4.
Yes.
4 it is.
It is. It's a good job, Red Silo. You got it.
Did somebody guess 2?
No, he said, I know I saw 2 out there, is what he said.
Oh, yeah. He said he saw 2.
So good job, Red Silo. You got it. We have 4 now.
Red Silo should know, yeah. So this one that we had is our 4th.
Yeah. So we got
Well, that's
4.
awesome.
Yeah.
We've had 4 different winners.
So, Red Silo, let us know which one you would like us to set aside for you. We have the backyard chicken. We have the hobby farms, the cast iron, and the backwoodsman. So let us know which one it is you would like, and I'll set it aside for you.
We'll set that aside. If you send us an email with your mailing address where you want these shipped to, we'll send them out. Try and get them out sometime soon. All right. Let's do one more question.
Hobby farms.
Hobby farms? Oh, he wants the hobby farms.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good one. That one's got a lot of information about bees in there. Bees and poultry. They also go through and they talk about, there's like 20 different breeds in there. So they talk about like the benefits, if they'd be a good meat bird or here's like one of them. Oh, sorry about that. So like they're kind of doing like the pros and cons. Dual purpose birds, Rhode Island Red, Holland, Cinnamon Queen.
And Simply John So Sweet. So don't forget to hit the thumbs up.
Thanks, Jen.
We actually have quite a bit of thumbs up. Makes me happy.
Yeah, thank you guys for hitting that thumbs up. That does help us. Gives us a little bit of a boost.
Here, let's have that one over here. We have a few more questions.
Oh, yeah, let's do one more. Because then somebody could still pick any
of the 4.
Any of the 4 they want. So we said we'd do 6, but we'll do 5 of them.
2, 3, 4. Yeah.
We'll do 5. All right. So we're going to, well, I don't know, that one's kind of hard because if we say that they can't answer, then they'll know exactly who it is.
Well, you have that one, and then you have the one that I mentioned about the end of that one video.
Which one was it? Say it in my ear. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's do that one. That'll be it. Because the other 2 that we had were kind of lame. And I'd pick those ones. I'll take responsibility for those other 2 lame questions. Okay. So this next question has to do with a video that we put out that was called, Scenic Moments on the Homestead or something like that. It was basically the last, second to last video we did. It's not a live stream. And it basically just has the nature sounds where you can hear the birds in the background. You can hear like woodpeckers and frogs and all the little noises. And we just went around, well, my wife just went around recording different nature sounds. So here's your trivia question. In respect to that video, the question is, what is the last video clip of? What is the last video clip of in that video?
Hi, Free Helly Maid.
Hello, Nisi. Welcome to the live stream.
Mm-hmm.
You came just in time.
The last one. And then while they're thinking, if anyone's going to hop on that one, Red Silo says, oh, let us know when you get ready to sell sheep and lambs. Lambs and sheep, actually, where you're getting ready for them.
Yeah.
And then it says, unless you want to get a different genetic line and we can crossbreed ours with yours.
That might be a good idea, too. That's something to think about.
Mm-hmm.
So when we were talking, I don't know if you remember at the beginning of the live stream, I was talking about Come on now. I was talking to my neighbor who doesn't live on the property permanently, who has some kids that are talking about starting a homestead on that property. They have the apple orchard over there. I was talking to him today, and I was talking to him about castrating the rams.
We got our answer.
We did?
Uh-huh.
Oh, cat little babies. That's right.
That is correct. It's the kittens.
Job.
Yeah.
Backwoods Homestead. They won the
Good job. They actually won 2.
Well, you know what? I guess we said we were going to do 6.
So we can do 6.
We got to do 6.
But Backwoods, which one would you like?
We can't be false advertisers.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to say clickbait, but that's not true.
I think Backwoods knows what the options are.
So just
do you want that one again? Do you want 2 copies of that one?
Hey, you never know. Oh, and then Teresa came up.
So you don't have to share with Tony?
Or maybe they want to do some decoupaging. See, I watched your channel. Oh, you're so sweet.
We do appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
hey, look. Teresa came in.
I just told you that.
Oh, hi, Teresa. She's the one that told us about the newspaper being used for the squeaky floors.
Yeah. Teresa, I don't know if you were here when we were mentioning earlier about the newspaper, but we were saying that we thought that they had originally put the newspaper in for like a sentimental thing, like almost like a seek and find. I slapped that kind of hard. Like a cool little woo. And then we realized why it was put in. They were like, oh, it has a logical reason.
We thought we were special. We thought we found the treasure. And they put it down to keep the floors quiet.
So let's ask another question because we're...
All right. So we'll get down to the 6th one.
Let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
Did they really pick? Oh, no, they didn't pick the same one.
No, they had the hobby farms, and then they picked the...
Oh, so we can add another hobby farm.
So good job, guys. Good guessing.
Good answers.
Yeah, good.
Okay. Here's your final answer, or final question. And this is, we plan on doing a video about this, so we'll kind of draw attention to that video. And this has to do with Gladiator Challenge. This has to do with Shed Wars, the Gladiator Challenge. The Gladiator Challenge is known as the Secret Seed Challenge. So the question is, which other homestead channel are we collaborating with to do the Secret Seed Challenge? Go!
And then Teresa said she's been lurking.
No,
so, and the answer to that has actually been on our live stream. I don't think we've done a video on that yet.
Yeah, we've talked about it.
We've talked about it quite a bit on our live streams.
And if you were paying attention to chat, somebody was in here talking about it.
Yeah. So who did we collab on the Secret Seed?
Who are we challenging? Yeah, it is cool to see the old newspapers. One thing that I really like about the old newspapers is the advertisements.
Yeah.
So there's ads, and like you can see like everyday items. Like I saw you could buy a set of 4 tires for like $100. I'm like, man, that would be nice.
I think I missed that one. Oh, Backwoods said
It's been on the live stream.
it's been on this live stream too.
It's been on this live stream. If you go up in the chat, you'll see somebody. They must not still be in here because they would know the answer immediately, I think.
That is them. Red Silo.
Bryce!
Bryce got it.
Got it. Nice work, Bryce. It is Red Silo Homestead.
Congratulations. So your 4 options. I remember Bryce already got one, right?
Bryce did get one, yeah. I think he
So
picked
he got the backwoodsman.
Oh, very good.
So Bryce, would you like the chicken? The cast iron?
Chicken, beef,
Another of
or
these.
shrimp.
I was keeping quiet. Or the Hobby Farms.
You could have answered it. We were gonna let you
Yeah.
if you got on there first.
I'm going to head out to work, but love the chat. I'll listen and drive. Oh, thank you, 4 days.
Thank you, Anna.
My wife would love the cast iron. Oh, yay!
Good for you.
Spirit.
Doing it for your wife.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't looked in this too much, but it says there's 68 recipes in this little magazine. It's not even really
Checking in late though. Wickershire Project. It says checking in late here though. Oh, thank you, Wickershire.
A lot of these magazines are not just like fluffy magazines, and they have some meat to them. So
yeah,
I think they're pretty good. I think you guys like them, which is why we decided to give them away.
Yeah.
So yeah, good stuff here.
So we had a lot of. Can I have that one? I'm going to put it with the. It was fun having your guys' participation on them.
So we did put our email address in the chat farther up there. I don't want to type it in right now because then I'll have to do this whole thing again. And I don't think you want to see my face up that close. But yeah, if you can't find it in the chat, it is also in the About tab on our YouTube channel page. And then I'll give it to you verbally. It is paul.conrad23@yahoo.com. And if you send us your mailing address, we'll mail these off to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys for joining us. We had a good time.
I think I had just as much fun giving it away. It's almost like the Bible says, like I had equal fun giving away. Yes, and congratulations to all of our winners and participants, because I know that a lot of you guys participated. So thank you guys. I had a lot of fun. You guys make it fun.
Yep. Thank you guys for joining us.
Oh, and then I think it was Backwoods said that they sent us their address. So yeah, we'll send those out soon.
Hey, Billy showed up. Wickershire Project.
He said he was there earlier, checking in late.
Oh man, I missed it.
No haces caso. I say hello.
I say hello. I'm usually reading the chat and
while I'm talking
yeah.
to me out.
No, I'm just like, okay, what are these guys saying?
Oh, thank you, Simply Jan.
Yeah.
You too. I hope you have a very blessed week.
Let me look over our list and make sure we didn't leave anything out. We did the magazines, the new lamb. Got to visit Red Silo Homestead. Picked up a wood stove. That about covers it. That's
really quickly, actually, while I have Red Silo here, if he's still on here, or just you, I'm not sure who it is. I emailed you. Hopefully, the next couple of days, we'll be sending you a link on the video, so that should be coming up soon.
For them to preview it.
Mm-hmm.
This will be on the lookout out for that. And this week we're going to plan on working on the house. I don't have any external work scheduled. We do need to. One of the things we're running into is We are using the certain appliances and parts of rooms. Like we use the bathroom for all of our showers, and we use the toilet in there occasionally just because
it's nice to have two.
It's nicer to use than the RV bathroom. So that's fully functioning. So that and the oven and the washer and the dryer and the water heater, all of those items need to get relocated and be somewhat fully functional. You know, they don't have to be like set up perfectly, but they need to be functional so that we can use them in the interim while the house is being renovated. So that's what we're going to be working on this week. We got to move the tub out, set up a shower. We may go the composting toilet route for the toilet. We also have my dad, my sister, and my two nephews coming in the middle of July. So we need to have some sort of functional bathroom for them.
Because we know that there's going to be temporary, but long term.
Yeah.
So it's temporary in the sense that we eventually will move into the house. So it's not forever, but at the same time, it's going to be a while before we're able to officially move into the house. So go ahead. So it's somewhat temporary, permanent kind of a thing. Long term is what I meant to say. So it's been an adventure though, because like, okay, we're going to set up the toilet. Where are we going to set up the shower? Okay, now we have to like build in order to tear down, but we want to use as much of that resources as possible. So yeah, we'll be having some videos out for you guys. And then Drop came in, said that they've been having horrible service. I'm sorry. Hopefully you can catch it on the replay.
Hey, look, Drop came in. I had to do it one last time.
And then Teresa said it's windy and in the 80s. Oh my goodness. You know, I've come to love the 70s. Like 70 is like my happy medium, especially with the light breeze. Just to die for. And then Red Silo said, cool, we'll be looking for it. Yes, I'm excited. I know that like I'm all over the place and I'm giving you like bits of information, but Red Silo, I decided to take the baton. I was waiting for Paul to do it, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it. And I'm actually excited the way it's turning out on the video that we have with you. So yeah, look for it. I'm hoping to be done with it tomorrow, and then it's going to take a day to upload. So soon.
Probably Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday. It's kind of the day where we're
getting some good content put together. So thank you guys for your support, your continued support, your faithfulness. You guys are the reasons we do it.
And then Wickershire said, love rebuilds. Reminds me of this old house. Oh, I agree. I actually love watching rebuilds. A fixer-upper right now is kind of the one that I've been watching. And then Red Silo said, hey, you can build a small shed and make it into a bathhouse. Paul can hose off before coming into the new house. It's true. And actually, he did talk. That's kind of what we're aiming for, is a little shed behind the workshop because of the electrical. And then Backwoods, yes, Red Silo is also in Kentucky. That was actually one of the questions that we had that we didn't ask. They are also in Kentucky. So they are not too far from us.
The question was, where are we located? But we thought it was a little too simple. I think you all know that. So. And
then Courtney's husband, hello, came in, stopping in to drop off a thumbs up, headed into work. So bye.
Oh, that was nice of you.
Yeah, thank you. And then Q Kitchen and Beyond, hello. Oh, Allison came on.
Man,
you're still on. I thought I'd miss you. You did, unfortunately. And it says, I think I'm subbed to the channel. Oh, I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. So you're close. Oh, we're close to Backwoods.
Yeah,
we should hang out.
We knew we were close to Backwoods.
Yeah, we did, but
they're about 2 hours away.
We should hang out.
Because we met them at the picnic.
That's right, we did. I'm gonna pretend like, oh yeah. Like somebody else I know.
If only there was just one follower we had, we could keep track of them.
No, but we've been blessed. We are blessed. So yes, I'm sorry if I repeat myself. Yeah, we need to come and see you guys. I agree, Backwoods. I
You're
love
welcome to
hanging
come.
out.
You're welcome to come anytime you like.
Yeah, really.
Just keep in mind that our house is in demolition right now. We love having visitors.
We do.
The ex-hippie knows this.
Actually, I think that I've enjoyed having company more now than I did living in Tucson. Like, I just love having company over. Gives me an excuse to, well, be at the picnic this year, Red Silo said.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
We plan on going too. It is September 11th in Grand Rivers. I think I said Grand Rapids last time. Grand River, Kentucky.
Oh. So it is a little over an hour now. So we've had a jolly good time.
That's a good idea, Billy. We should do a meetup demo day.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah. Meetup demo event.
Hey guys, come over and have some pizza. Tear these walls down.
That would be fun.
Something to think about. Grab a sledgehammer and come on.
Yeah.
So we're going to check out, guys.
Yeah.
We do appreciate you guys spending some time with us. As always, it was good and fun, and it always goes by way too fast. But we'll see you guys on the next one. You guys be blessed. Take care.
Yeah. Bye, guys.